Welcome back, everyone, to Sean's show. How are you guys doing? I'm here with Alex, as always.
What's going on?
Hello, Alex. How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
We love to hear it. I hope you are doing well, dear listener, at your job, which we love. We love jobs. We love working, and it's something that's not going away anytime soon, which is good. You can all rest assured that your job is fine. Your job is fine. New grads, congratulations. Congratulations, new grads, on your commencement. Congratulations, new grads of 2026, on your commencement and entering into a workforce that is stronger than ever. It's stronger than ever. It is rock solid. There's nothing on the horizon that I can think of that would threaten your ability to get a job. And it's only up from here. If you're a new grad, congratulations. If you have a son or you have a daughter or you have a non-binary and they are graduating, I personally would like to commend you on your hard work at getting a bachelor's degree in psychology at the University of Central Florida. What I would not commend you on is booing the man who kicked off your commencement just because he wanted to talk about a little thing called AI. Booing him was disrespectful. It was shameful. And you bring great shame and dishonor to your family. But you wouldn't know anything about that because you go to UCF. Now but I still congratulate you and I still wish you the best, even though you booed across the country. Across the country, AI commencement speeches. You know what? Something we can automate? Let's automate the fucking commencement speeches themselves. How about that? How about let's automate the commencement speech itself? We have AI that can do text to speech. Let's give your commencement speech to an AI that can deliver the message of dystopia more gently than a human can. And let's stop giving university endowment funds these ridiculous. I just know that these commencement speakers got paid very handsomely to go up there and go, "Congratulations, class of 2026! Woo! I love AI so much." Boo! Why is everyone over the age of 45 talking about how AI is this transformational technology? There's no chance that it fails. Not a single chance. AI is here and it's gonna be here forever. And I do mean forever. There's no chance that the people burn down the data centers that fund it. There's no chance that our country collapses. There's no chance. It's all guaranteed. The returns on AI investments are guaranteed. This is a rock solid thing, and that's why they need to pay commencement speakers to do product placement. Why are the graduation commencement speakers doing product placement for Meta and XAI? Why? Why are you doing product placement for the thing that everyone young fucking hates? I recommend, God, if there's one thing that you can do, it's to get skilled up on the AI tools that are going to transform a blah, 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 blah. When I went to college, I could buy a home for $3. I remember when I went to this college. That's all these commencement speakers. They go, I remember when I went to this college in the 1980s, and boy, did I have a great time. I worked part-time I worked really hard in college. I had a part-time job. I made $12 an hour. Then I used that $12 an hour I made and I put a down payment on a home that's now worth $5 million on Zillow. I check every day. And if you work that hard, maybe someday you too can fuel an AI machine that will end up obliterating the human race. The best outcome for the grads of 2026 is well, the worst outcome is you don't get a job, period, and you're homeless. The best outcome is you get a job, and while you're at that job, that company trains on your work and then uses it to lay you off and then sells that data to a company that makes a robot that blows the head off of your mother-in-law, which maybe that is a good outcome. That is the best. That's the only thing you have left. The only thing young people have left to hope for is that they are spared. That's what the commencement speeches should have been. It should have been, congratulations, class of 2026. Kneel before your AI gods now and be spared. Congratulations, class of 2026, University of Central Florida. I love ramming AI down my throat. I love getting fucked. Every morning I wake up and I get fucked by an AI robot that I keep in my closet, and that robot I call Tom, and Tom will someday leave the closet and end my life. And I will actually come when that happens. Congratulations, grads of 2026. Congratulations. Let's automate that. That is not a job. Doing a commencement speech is a job that could have been automated 10 years ago. You couldn't just pay me to read it and then blast it over a loudspeaker. We don't even need to automate it. We could just flat out not do it. I didn't even go to my graduation. And I know you're listening to this and you're like, wow, Sean's a loser. Sean doesn't have any friends. He must have not felt connected to his major. In fact, you're correct. And I'll own that. I am a loser. I don't care. I just don't care. Going to graduation is like a humiliation ritual. Going to a college graduation and getting your degree, you guys believe in this shit? You guys still believe in all of this shit? Yeah, I paid $40K a year. I paid $40K a year to go to UCF and get chlamydia. Congratulations, grads of 2026 UCF. You worked hard, you got chlamydia twice, and you beat chlamydia twice. Get ready to enter a workforce where if you are not a PhD in applied math, you will not be getting hired. And if you do have a PhD in applied math, your job will be bombing brown kids. Those are your options. Or you can do something that will never be automated by AI. You can do sex work. Men especially. There's a market, I think. Probably. So yeah, guys, welcome to the show. We have a lot to get to. Sean Show. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Sean Show. I do an additional episode every week. You hate hearing it. I hate saying it. Review the show on Spotify. And welcome to the show. We have a lot to get to. Yes, the AI speeches are being booed. And I couldn't be happier. I think that this is it insane to anyone else that everyone doing a commencement speech is in the Epstein files? Why is everyone doing a commencement speech in the Epstein files? Congratulations, class of 2026. When I graduated in 1982, I reminisce on this moment because if I didn't graduate from this university, I would have never made it to Little St. James. And they think that's like good. I would have never made it on the Little St. James. If I didn't go to Harvard, I never would have met Jeffrey Epstein in that break room at that charity gala. And he never would have invited me on his yacht to his private island. And I never would have seen the things that I saw. If I didn't go to Harvard and work just like you guys, I wouldn't have seen things beyond my imagination. on that island on that fateful day. I would not have done it. And so it just brings a tear to my eye to think that you guys are all going to be in the next Epstein files. But there's a bright future ahead, Harvard grads, because some of you will go into law, some of you will go into consulting, and you will have fake jobs and you will hate your life. Harvard grads, are you ready to make $1 million a year and hate your life and and have vicious, endless jealousy for the people that make 10 million? Get ready, Harvard grads, because you're going to make $1 million a year at a fake job that you hate, helping make the rich richer. Doing a job that you hate and you're ashamed to tell people that you have that job. You're ashamed of it. People are going to ask you, what do you do? Oh, where'd you go to school? Oh, I went to Harvard, actually. No, what you're going to say is a small school in Boston, right? That's the joke. I went to a small private school in Boston. And then they go, what do you do nowadays? Oh, you don't, it's complicated. It's actually not. You're Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. What I do complex legal work in the field of human trafficking. Oh, look, you work for like the ACLU. What do you like? You protect the victims of human trafficking? No, my firm's on the other side of the law. No, my firm's actually on the other side of the equation. That's how they would say it. They go, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a lawyer in the human trafficking space. Like, oh, like you like the victims hire you and you get settlements and restitution and justice for the victims. No, we're on the other side of the equation. We have a different sort of space that we work in. I'm P. Diddy's lawyer. I'm P. Diddy's lawyer. P for personal. I'm personal Diddy's lawyer. So the commencement speech, yeah, I didn't go to graduation. If you're going to go to your graduation commencement, you have to go ironically. And I get if you're a first-time grad, you're the first person in your family to graduate college. This is very a white privilege take. Do it. Go for it. Enjoy the fucking moment because that is a big deal. But if your name is Kyle or your name is Blake and both of your parents have master's degrees, you can skip it. Yeah, we know. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you went to graduation and celebrate. Yeah, we know you went to. Yeah, we know, Kyle. We get it. You don't need to post on LinkedIn and Instagram and network with the fucking. I saw this one video. This woman got a diploma. Then she started like trying to network with the commencement speakers. Don't touch those men. They're dirty money men. They're scumbags. This one woman got her diploma, did the whole photos, right? And she's walking down the stairs. And she shakes one of the hands of the guys giving get on the panel. I'm like, that guy loves AI and he loves little boys too. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Allegedly. Not even allegedly. But yeah, we have I think we have a video, Alex, of these people getting booed. Maybe we do. Or actually, could you look up Eric Schmidt, I believe, who's one of the co-founders of Google? Can you just look up Eric Schmidt getting booed? This is great. Oh, this is great. Guys, this is the only show I have no allegiances to anyone. So you're in the right place. This is incredible. I don't know what has compelled all of these people to talk about AI. Why don't you talk about like anything else? Talk about like if these people, this is great, but let's play it in one moment. If the people doing the commencement speeches, if I was doing a commencement speech and I truly wanted to inspire and help these young grads in the rest of their life, I would go up there and I would go, Alex, can you bring me on stage? Just say Sean Riley, he was in the Epstein files.
Welcoming Sean Riley. He was in the Epstein files.
Yeah, woo! Harvard grads, welcome to your graduation commencement. Woo! Harvard grads, the end of America is upon us. Can you give me some reverb? I think we have reverb on the road. Testing. Sorry, we should have done this beforehand. Testing. I think it's like I think those buttons are like sound effects. I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm putting Alex through the ringer. That's okay. I would go testing. We like to have fun on Sean Show. Check. Harvard grads. It's worth it. It's worth the wait, you guys. The reverb is going to make this so much funnier. Harvard grads, welcome to your commencement. Oh, there's also another voice that's like a demonic voice. Unless the new Rodecaster got rid of the voices. Check. Oh, I told you guys it'd be worth it. Okay. All right. Can you bring me up again, Alex, with the reverb?
Now welcoming Sean Riley. He was in the Epstein files.
Thank you, guys. Woo! Harvard grads of 2026, welcome to your commencement. This is the end of the American empire. Submit now to AI and kneel before me and Mark Andreessen and Jensen Huang and Elon Musk and Sam Altman. We rule you now. Hear me now, Harvard. Hear me now, Harvard grads of 2026. Bend your knee to my power or die at the hands of my AI army. AI, the new age of AI is upon us. Let's start talking in German. Guys, no, but I'm still doing the character. No, but seriously, guys, congratulations on your degree. If you want to work at XAI, please send me a note on the Harvard alumni website, where most of the Harvard alumni, Harvard alumni, which I'm so excited to now call you, we will be doing a post-commencement gala in the great room where you can network with many people that have been on Little St. James. Thank you so much, and I hope this moment means as much as it does to you as it does to me. Hail Hitler. Okay, let's... Hail Satan, I should say that. All right. That's how I would do my commencement speech. I like the sound effects. That's a little fun and stupid. Okay, now let's watch what they actually did, because this is that. What I just did is what's in the bottom of their heart. Like, that's what they want to say to you. And now what they're delivering is like, what they're delivering is a little bit more gentle. But let's watch Eric Schmidt get booed.
Last December, Time magazine selected its Person of the Year for 2025. And this time, it was the architects of artificial intelligence. Interesting.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
So today we stand on this edge of another technological transformation, one that will be larger, faster, and more consequential than what came before. It will touch every profession, every classroom, every hospital, every laboratory, every person, and every relationship you have.
Okay, stop. Pause it. I didn't even watch. That's crazy. He literally says AI is going to touch classrooms, hospitals, and every relationship you have. Fuck you, Eric Schmidt. Suck on my human dick. I know yours is probably you got a surgical AI robot dick. You fuck. How dare you talk? This is just a bunch of people in the billionaire class bragging about how successful they were and how that's impossible for everyone that they're talking to. And the only way to get a little bit of money is to bend your knee and get involved with AI. You want to know why AI is so popular? It's because the Saudi Royal Public Investment Fund wants to divest from oil, and so they have endless money, and they go, "What? Well, we have all this money. What do we do with it? I guess we're going to go and give it to Eric Schmidt." That is, and if you want to be a billionaire too, you got to come up You gotta go to Y Combinator. I fucking hate Y. Fuck Y Combinator. If you meet, here's a red flag. If you are dating a guy and he brings up Y Combinator, please dump his ass. That means he is a little sociopathic psycho fuck and has no morals, and he will be a bad father. If you, ladies, if you're dating someone and he brings up Y Combinator, or he's in Y Combinator, or he applied to Y Combinator, he will be a bad father. He will abandon you for a seed round he will leave you on your honeymoon to go talk to Mark Andreessen. If you're dating a guy in Y Combinator, he will leave you at the altar to take a call with Sam Altman. If Sam Altman calls your soon-to-be husband and you're doing your vows, he's going to go, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. Hey, Sam. No, I was just getting married. Oh, hey, Sam. No, it's fine. I'm not busy. That's what he'll do to you. You didn't hear it from me, but you did. Y Combinator. You know it's so stupid? People that apply to Y Combinator and the people that are involved in Y Combinator, they don't appreciate math. By the way, Sam Altman used to lead Y Combinator. By the way, I'm fucking crushing today, am I not? Just so you guys know, I actually know about this shit, so you're welcome. A lot of people talk about Sam Altman as some evil billionaire. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You didn't know Sam Altman until 12 months ago. If that. I know Sam Altman because I applied to Y Combinator, and I got rejected. That's a joke. I would never apply to Y Combinator. The deal is terrible. The deal they give people is trash. Anyway, Y Combinator. Y Combinator is this seed investment venture capital firm, and they give money to mostly white and Asian men to make AI middlemen for healthcare. It's not cool. It's really, really embarrassing to be involved. But Sam Altman used to run Y Combinator before he started OpenAI, which is still a non. By the way, OpenAI still a nonprofit. They haven't made $1. By the way, OpenAI, there was this big OpenAI lawsuit about whether it was legal for it to go from nonprofit to for-profit status. That court battle should have never happened. They're still a nonprofit. They've never made $1. Okay? They've raised a bunch of money. That doesn't mean shit. They haven't made aka profit $1. All they've done is spent billions of dollars on what they call infrastructure. Anyone that says that they're going to spend money on infrastructure, fundamentally, you are most likely a bad person and you have evil in your heart. Anyone who says we're continuing to think about the strategic motion of this project, bad person. If you are media trained and you know how to talk in this jargon that quells people's frustrations, think about the type of person that needs to have that ability. Are they a good person? If you have the ability to quell people's anger and you use that ability and you weaponize that ability, why? Well, to what end? To a good end? Why are the people angry? How about asking yourself that? Why are people angry? Maybe it has something to do with what you're doing. Maybe telling them bullshit and running out the clock on the Zoom meeting isn't the way to live your life. A lot of executives, all they do now is they run out the clock. These commencement speeches, they run out the clock. They boo Eric Schmidt because Eric Schmidt says that AI is gonna. I don't want AI touching my relationships. He literally says AI is gonna touch your relationships. What does that mean? Does that mean there's gonna be a robot? Is there gonna be a robot third? I am monogamous, Eric Schmidt. I don't know what kind of gross, kinky shit you're into. AI is gonna touch my relationships? Stop humanizing it. Please stop humanizing it. The moment we humanize AI, we have to give AI rights. And I do not want to give civil rights to AI. And I know this is an old bit, but I am a robophobe. Okay? And I'll leave it at that because it's been done by others. But that's true. It is on the horizon. So we will see. We will see. Let's see. So let's it's an AI episode, guys. It's Sean's, it's all of our favorites. So yes, AI is coming, and AI is coming on your face. It's coming. Will be coming on your face. All these AI execs want to come on your face. They're sick people, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's being rammed down our throats. It's literally rammed down our throats so that they can substantiate and justify all of the money that they've invested. The reason that there's Geminis in your email is so that it's so Google can justify to the shareholders and so the board of directors can justify paying themselves $5 million a year because the AI usage is so high. The only reason that AI usage is so high right now is because everyone that's using it has to use it. Like Copilot. There's have you guys, I don't know if anyone is a real worker. If you have a Lenovo and you open your Lenovo and there's a Copilot button, that counts as you being an AI evangelist in these people's minds. I swear to God, if at my next job, if they give me a Lenovo with the little Copilot button, I'm ripping out that fucking button. I'm taking a fucking screwdriver. I'm ripping out that fucking button. No Copilot. No cloud. It hurts my eyes. Copilot's one of the worst. Copilot is the worst of all of them, but they're all bad. They're all bad, and they're all not going away, right? But what's interesting is there's a nuance here that I want to explore, which I think is very interesting. And the nuance is even the people that are engaged in the development of the architecture of artificial intelligence are upset by what the consequences of AI are, i.e. surveillance. And what I mean by that was quite a sentence. What I mean by that, I'm a little arrogant today. I quit coffee. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm actually an asshole. So what I mean by that is Meta, one of my favorite companies, if not my favorite. Meta has just done a big round of layoffs, and everyone's mad and upset. And the people that were not laid off are now going to be subject to a new program that Mark Zuckerberg has cooked up, and the Meta employees are upset. So you can throw up that headline, Alex. So listen to this. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Meta begins laying off thousands of employees as it transforms around AI. So Meta lays out a bunch of employees, right? And then justifying it as like, oh, well, we don't need you anymore. Here's the thing. AI is not actually going to increase the productivity of your enterprise. AI is what executives use to justify laying you off. It's not because AI can do your job. It's because they want to fucking lay you off. Right? It's not. It's because they overhired and now they're embarrassed. AI has nothing to do with these layoffs. AI is an excuse. It's a scapegoat. It's an excuse so these CEOs can, because in these boardrooms, I'm telling you guys, in these boardrooms, they're going around and they're talking like, fuck, we hired so many people, we cannot afford this. What do we do? Why do we hire all these people? And it's their own stupidity and their bad management And they look up and they're like, oh my God, we're not profitable because we have too many, we overhired. AI is the perfect excuse. AI is the perfect excuse for management teams to justify laying off people, even though it was just their own fucking fault. Either they overhired or they made a bad investment, and it's just they're not managing the fucking company right. Oh, whoa, in that case, let's just say AI is going to automate that HR position instead. That's perfect. So that's what they're doing. AI is not going to do your job. Here, and I'm sorry, this is not popular to say, but I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. I am really sorry. Your job will not be replaced by AI. Your job wasn't real in the first place. I'm really sorry. A lot of jobs, and I'm speaking as someone in that group. I am in this group, by the way. AI is not going to replace your job. Your job is the result. Your job is a theater. Your job is the result of a late stage capitalist bureaucracy. You exist so that you can be a data on a spreadsheet to justify 10 other jobs, and the cycle keeps on fucking going. That's why your job exists. Your job exists so that 10 other people can manage you and run payroll for you and give you HR benefits and give you healthcare benefits. And suddenly you got a whole company, right? And you really don't need an entire company to do things. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And again, it's not your fault, though. It's not your fault. I get it. I have a fucking fake job. We all have fake jobs. What I have a problem with are the people in tech that don't realize that their job is fundamentally fake and a lie. If you work in tech, 99% chance your job is fake, it's a lie, and it's not real, and you don't really do anything. 90% chance. 95. Let's call it 95. And I know that everyone listening to this thinks, well, I'm in the 5%. I'm sorry. You probably are not in the 5%. I'm saying this as someone with a fake tech job. I'm saying this as someone who has a fake tech job. I know it's fake. I don't care. I like it. I got to get paid. I like it. No, and I'm not criticizing you if you have a fake job. I have a fake job. I like my fake job. I go on Zoom calls. I go, yeah, that makes sense. Or I go, does that make sense? 100K a year. I go on Zoom calls. I'm taking a shit, going on a Zoom call, going on mute. It's awesome. That is not a real job. A real job is hammering nails into a fucking thing of wood. See, I don't even know what a wood thing is called. A thing of wood. You want to know what a real job is? It's sweeping up a fucking hallway, hammering nails into a goddamn 2x4. That's a real job. Plumber. Fixing plumbing. Cooking food. Delivering food. Flying an airplane. That's a job. Not even that, honestly. The last one. Maybe. I think so. No, you need a pilot. No one's going to go. It's going to be a long time before we see automated planes, I think. Who knows? But if you are what's called a knowledge worker, you should have the knowledge that your job is not real. If you're a data analyst or you're a marketing associate or you're a chief strategy officer, if you're a management consultant, your job is not real. If your job involves making a pitch deck, your job is not real. I'm sorry. And we don't even need to replace you with AI because the world will be a better place if that job wasn't real, period. The existence of your job is an anomaly. Does that make sense? The existence of your job is the result of decades of lobbying that have made bloated monopolies. Meta is a bloated ass monopoly, and it doesn't even need to try. We all saw the metaverse. They spent $40 billion on the metaverse And as Alex so rightly put it earlier, they didn't even have legs. Sorry, is that quote out? I hope that's okay. No one knows who you are, Alex, so it's all good. And no one listens to the show, so it's actually doubly all good. But yeah, in the metaverse, they don't have legs. I thought that was a great point. It's just the floating torsos. They spent $40 billion to make floating torsos, and Meta, that should have bankrupted that fucking company. Am I crazy in suggesting that if you spend $40 billion and then cancel a project and set $40 billion on fire, you don't get to be a company anymore? Suddenly, I mean, what is this, a disco thing? What is this is shittier than Minecraft. Minecraft is better. Minecraft is better than the metaverse, and Minecraft is a fucking cube children's game. God, it makes me so fucking sick. It really does, you guys. And so that's where the layoffs come from, okay? That's what I said earlier. Meta overhired. They hired these people to do what they call the metaverse. Then they woke up one day and they realized that idea, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, was fucking retarded. And now they have to pay all these people that are in the metaverse group to do what? To do nothing. Oh, well, now, guess what, guys? We actually can use AI for this. That's the lie. And the truth is, we're canceling the project because we are bad managers. And I'm Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm fucking stupid, and I have a huge ego. And I set $40 billion on fire. But I'm going to say it's AI so I look smart. That's what's going on, okay? Yeah, let's go into this article and see if there's any meat on the bone. Meta. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Meta began laying off thousands of employees Wednesday morning and reassigning thousands of others to AI-focused roles, according to an internal memo and people familiar with the matter. Okay. Let's see. You can scroll down. It's probably more interesting shit. I always go to the middle of the article because that's what the funny stuff is. Okay. Let's see here. Executives have said that. Could you punch in a little bit, Alex? I'm sorry. Beautiful. All right. Okay, here we go. Executives have said the job cuts are meant to offset Meta's increasing spending on AI infrastructure. The company plans up to $45 billion in capital expenditures this year, largely to build out AI data centers and fill them with chips as it seeks to create what is called personal superintelligence for its 3.5 billion daily users.
It's 145 billion.
Oh, 145. 145 billion. That's an unimaginable number that no company should have. Or whatever. Maybe not that, but like it's great. It's a lot of money. Let's keep going. In a meeting with employees a few weeks ago, Gail. Okay, can I say this? Nothing pisses me off more about these tech companies more than the fact that when they go and they make these big announcements, they just use their first name. That is the ultimate you're getting psyoped. When the billionaires go on stage and they go, "Hey everyone, it's me, Mark. And Zuckerberg, say your last name. Say your last name." But what they do is, and I've also seen this with Google, the CEO of Google will write a whole blog about how, he's laying off 10,000 moms for fun. And then he'll go, "Regards, Sundar." He won't say his last name. And the reason this is, and I've thought a lot about this, the reason they do this is to humanize themselves to you and think, oh, well, yeah, I'm just going to use my first name because that's what you call people in your life. I'm just another person in your life. Hey, I'm Mark. I'm just another guy in your life. that happens to be spending $145 billion on data centers. Hi, I'm Mark. It makes it sound like, oh, I have my friend Bill. My friend Bill, oh yeah, he works at Home Depot. I have my friend Kyle, and oh yeah, Kyle, he's a sushi chef. Oh yeah, and then I've got my friend Mark. And Mark is actually one of the went to Trump's inauguration. Yeah, I have my friend Bill. Bill's a plumber, and I hang out with him sometimes when we drink beer. Oh yeah, then I have my other guy in my life, Mark. Yeah, Mark. Well, Mark's interesting. I think he does some stuff in tech. Zuckerberg. So they always call themselves by their first names to like warm themselves up to you. Fuck you. In a meeting with employees a few weeks ago, Gail, the chief people off. Gail, what? I mean, it's like, fuck you, Wall Street. Say the last name. Gail, the chief people officer, didn't rule out the possibility of future layoffs beyond this week's. On a call with analysts the same week, Susan Lee, so the Asian woman gets named, that's fucked up. So Gail doesn't get a last name, but Susan does. Susan Lee, Meta's finance chief, said she wasn't sure what the optimal size of the company would be in the future, citing AI capabilities. If a team used to take 50 or 100 people and now it takes 10, having 50 or 100 people on that team can be counterproductive going forward. So I think that we need to fix that. Meta chief executive Mark Zuckerberg said in a recent meeting. Okay, here's the thing. Let me ask about something. This team of 50, this team of 100, this team of 10, what is that team doing at Meta? Working with a consulting firm to sell our data and sell political ads without our consent? That's what they're doing? Surveilling us and selling our data to companies without our consent? Listening to through our phones, which I literally do believe. I am going to be a little Alex Jones here. We've all, I don't know. Okay, I'll retract that a little bit. Doesn't it feel like, give me this. At least it feels like when you mention a product, then you get an ad on Facebook for it. Am I crazy? I'm like, that's not just a me thing. Like a lot of people have talked about this. Whether or not they actually listen, I'm not going to speculate on that because I don't want to turn into a Joe Rogan conspiracy theorist. Because every conspiracy theory ends with the Jews, as we all know. And I don't want to go there because I've always maintained. All right, let's get back on track. No, my point is it's the whites, guys. All right. So let's listen to the leaked audio because I want people to hear Mark Zuckerberg and how he tries to talk his way out of this layoff, and he tries to this is a great audio because this is Mark Zuckerberg on like a Zoom call or some shit. They called an all hands. I hate everything about it. All hands. So they had an all hands, which is where Mark Zuckerberg does a podcast. All hands. And so here's Mark Zuckerberg trying to sell his employees on getting surveilled on. Let's listen. This is a leaked audio.
In other news, I know layoffs are top of mind, but there were also some updates this week around
I'm sorry,
a question around employee
So this one, she goes, layoffs are top of mind. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. If I'm getting laid off, it's definitely the top of my fucking mind. So I know that like layoffs are like top of mind. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I hate how blasé these people are. Just, bleh. Yo, I know layoffs are like top of mind. Someone's livelihood is just a bullet point in your fucking speech. So let's move on from layoffs. So let's move on from layoffs, which I know are top of mind. I know you just came from Pilates. You work 3 hours a day, if that. You work 3 hours a day. How about we automate your job, whoever that was? Gail, whoever the fuck that was. So I know layoffs are top of mind. God. It's so is it not exhausting to you guys? That's what they sound. They all go meh, 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 AI. Now, AI super intelligence is going to be really relevant to the data centers that we're building on top of Mormon graves. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to knock down some Mormon grave sites. We did have to knock down. So we are gonna continue to build the data centers. We did have to knock down a few Mormon churches. One guy didn't want to leave. I believe we did have to execute him. But we're continuing the project Joseph Smith, which is the data center we're in Utah. We're calling it Project Kill Mormons. Project Mormon Genocide. It is low-key a Mormon genocide. The data center in Utah, it sounds like an ethnic cleansing of Mormons. Doesn't it sound like the data center is going to take up more power than the state itself? Okay, let me cook on this. Kevin O'Leary is building this Utah data center. I think he's trying to ethnically cleanse Mormons. We have to go with this take. Kevin O'Leary, Shark Tank fuckboy, is building this Utah data center, and he's sucking up all the power, and it's going to destroy the lives of all these Mormons in Utah. Kevin O'Leary is going to genocide the Mormons. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't like them. It's a slow ethnic cleansing. Wow, that's crazy. But that is kind of what's going on. Kevin O'Leary. But they're all doing it. They're all building data centers in these rural areas where land is cheap. And they're going to build a nuclear power plant, probably. And they're going to build a coal. They're going to. On the bright side, this might actually reignite Appalachian towns. They might need coal to power the Jizzcoin servers. Isn't that fucking crazy? That's where we're at. We're literally in Shakespeare said it best. It was the best of times and it was the worst of times. We are literally probably going to have poor whites shoveling coal into a furnace to power the Jizzcoin server so that Mark Zuckerberg can buy another yacht. How crazy is that? That's the way our economy works now. Is you get a bunch of MAGA voters to shovel coal into a furnace that spins a generator that generates electricity that gets sent to a data center in Utah that Kevin O'Leary owns that generates power to process GPUs that are made in China. As I say it, this is actually sounding really cool. As I say this actually sounds like a cool global economy. No, but it's bad. By the GPUs that are made in China and Japan and Taiwan. And then that generates insights. Then that generates insights on a dashboard. If you have a job and part of your job is looking at insights and KPIs on a dashboard, you fundamentally have blood on your hands. You have oil on your hands. If you use AI, you are generating waste. And you are killing dolphins. You're killing seals. Would you like to kill? Think about this next time you use ChatGPT. Every time you ask ChatGPT to polish an email, a little baby seal dies. A little baby seal chokes on chromium and oil that gets spilled into the Gulf of America. Notice what I called it, by the way. It's the Gulf of America. You want to know why it's okay that it's called the Gulf of America? Because we spilled a bunch of oil into it. It's ours. Mexico would not have done that. Mexico would not have fucked up that bad. I've been in Mexico. They got a good thing going. All right. Let's see. One moment. Sorry, I have a day job too, you guys. All right. Let's keep listening to Mark Zuckerberg and this AI leak.
Device tracking. So can you share more on employee device tracking? I think the way that it was announced left folks with some... Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about what we're doing. Like Alex just said, going into what makes these AI models great, right? There's basically a few key ingredients. There's getting the research and the architecture good. There's having good infrastructure, which is both the quantity of compute, but like as important, if not more, is also just like how efficiently can you use it? How reliable is it? What is the quality of that? And then the third piece, which is in some ways, it's hard to say that any of these are more important than the other because they're all necessary.
So if you guys were paying attention to what he's saying and you're really listening, you'll hear that there's a fan going on in the background of what he's saying. That's to keep Mark Zuckerberg's cold robot heart cool. Mark Zuckerberg literally needs liquid cooling on his body because his heart is actually a crystallized alien diamond from another universe. And it fuels his mind, and his mind is actually a lava computer chip, and they use lava. It's kind of I won't go into it, but let's keep listening.
Is effectively the data and what knowledge it learns. So we're in a phase where basically the AI models learn from watching really smart people do things. And if you're trying to get it to be able to
So AI is a cuck. So it's a cuck. So AI learns by like watching people do really smart things. Sounds like it wants to watch me? Ew. So wait, you want AI to watch? So AI likes to watch? That's fucking disgusting. Get that out of I don't want that in my home. So AI loves to watch. Sounds like something Mark Zuckerberg likes to do too. So just like me, AI likes to just watch. I just like to watch. Ugh. All right, let's keep going.
Be able to do certain capabilities, having it be able to observe really smart people doing those things is very important. So there are a few examples of where we're trying to do this across the company, because one basic insight and hypothesis that we have is that a lot of data generation across the field is done by these like contract companies. And Alex knows a bunch about this because he ran one before coming here. But in general, the average intelligence of the people who are at this company is significantly higher than the average set of people that you can get to do tasks if you're working through the contract, through these contractors. So if we're trying to teach the models coding, for example, then having people internally build tools that or solve tasks that help teach the model how to code, we think is going to dramatically increase our model's coding ability faster than what others in the industry have the capability to do, who don't have thousands and thousands of extremely strong engineers at their company. So that's one example. Another thing that our system needs to be very good at is using computers. So the way that you get a system to be good at using computers is by having it watch really smart people use computers. So that's basically the essence of what we are trying to do here. We're rolling it out in a way that is like, it's like we're not like actually no human or anything is like looking at or watching what people are doing on their computers. The content is sort of stripped out like as much as is possible. It's like none of the data is being used for like looking at what people are doing or surveillance or performance tracking or anything like that. It's purely just we are using this to feed a very large amount of content into the AI model so that way it can learn how smart people use computers to accomplish tasks.
Pause it. So, Mark, why should I trust you? He just said, yeah, we're going to scan every time you open your laptop or use your computer. Yeah, we're going to monitor it, but we're not going to monitor it. No, we're not gonna. It's not like a human's gonna look at the data that we collect. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Wait a minute. So you're just gonna collect all the data and not do any scrubbing? Scrubbing? Don't think I fucking don't know how this fucking shit works. Don't think I don't fucking know. You need to scrub your data. You have to what's called audit the data. So don't lie and say that this data is collected and it's anonymized and we're not going to fire you. I know you watch porn on your computer laptop, your work laptop. Stop doing that. Honestly, if this is actually true, if what Mark is saying is true, Mark Zuckerberg, if what he's saying is true, and he's going to scan what the Meta employees are doing on their laptops, you know how big that data set is going to be? It's going to be very small because most Meta employees open their laptop 30 minutes a week. Mark, I think you're going to find, where's all the data? Well, guess what, Mark? Your entire employee base has been finessing you. They open their laptop 30 minutes a day and they go, I'm still working on that thing from last week. Okay, me too. Me three. Oh, my baby, I had a baby. Oh, okay. I had a baby 5 years ago. I couldn't get around to it. Okay. Then, and you're going to find out, Mark's going to find out that the actual productivity of his employees is very low. And secondly, this lie about how it's not surveillance. He's like, it's not surveillance. Yeah, it is surveillance. You're collecting data on people doing things. That's surveillance. You're surveilling them. How is it not surveillance? This is actually goes to Edward Snowden's very good book called Permanent Record. In the NSA, they called it bulk collection. That's the Patriot Act. Remember that? 9/11 Patriot Act. It's called bulk collection. That's what they called it in the NSA. You want to know what that was? That was called surveillance. Mark Zuckerberg wants to do the same thing to Meta employees. And to be honest and totally candid with you guys, I could not be happier. I really could not be happier that Mark has decided to surveil the Meta employees, and the Meta employees are coming after him and being like, I can't believe you're going to surveil me. I'm like, hey, you are not a victim. I'm so sorry. If you work at Meta and you're upset that Mark Zuckerberg is going to spy on you, I'm sorry. You get zero sympathy from me. You are not a victim. You make $450K a year gross plus RSUs. Yeah, I fucking know what an RSU is, bitch. You make $450K a year plus RSUs, okay? And you do absolutely nothing. You had a private SAT tutor growing up, so save it with the hysterics. Spare me the hysterics that you are such a victim as a level 8 software engineer at Meta, and you're upset that Mark's gonna surveil you. Also, hey dumb fuck. Did you think that Mark Zuckerberg was not gonna spy on you? He's the chief spy. The whole business of Meta is spying. You're part of a big apparatus that spies on people. So why would you not think that the guy that started this company would have the inkling to spy on you? Oh, but now it's bad. Oh, wait, I get it. Oh, I get it. No, oh, my bad. I get it. You are a victim because when Facebook had this scandal with Cambridge Analytica, remember that from way back when, and all the Facebook users, aka the people, all of our data was used to get ads, political ads, and these Russian sponsors psyoped all these people to vote for Trump or whatever it was. Remember, like the emails, and made all these fake Facebook groups, that ended up being funded by Russia or China. I believe it was Russia. But we don't fact check on this show because it's funny. It's not supposed to be true. It's emotionally true, like Hassan Minhaj would say. That's a deep cut, but if you know, you know. So if you're a Meta employee, your entire existence at the company is built, and you're part of this mechanism that surveils people, packages it, and sells that data to advertisers to potentially cause adverse effects in the globe, in the world, and beyond, in the real world. And so now that these Meta employees are getting spied on, I'm like, this is the ultimate irony. This is awesome. Oh, but I get it. Now that it's happening to you, Suddenly, it's about the Fourth Amendment. Now that's happening to you, suddenly you have rights as an employee. Shut the fuck up. You live in Seattle, New York, LA, or the Bay, and you have a great life, and you probably go jogging, and you probably have a Patagonia vest, and you have great health care, and you're probably going to live until you're 92. So shut the fuck up. I have no sympathy for you. And if you get laid off, you'll find another job. All right? So, yeah. So, let's remember who the real victims are. Me. I am the real victim, guys. You want to know why? Because you won't get on my goddamn Patreon. Patreon.com/Sean Show. We do an extra episode every single week where I just cover all the stuff that we didn't get to on the main episode. And a few people have already subscribed, so we're building that out. I will surveil you if you join. You will be surveilled if you join the Patreon. That's a joke. Please subscribe. Don't be afraid to. Now no one's gonna fucking sign up. No, please join. It's a lot of fun. We do extra content, and it helps me grow the show. Helps us grow the show. And please review the show on Spotify. Follow the show on Spotify. Review it on Apple Podcasts. It really helps. Like, subscribe on YouTube. I know. I hate it. Okay, it's done. Just do something so I have to stop fucking saying it. If I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll stop saying it. That's all. I need to get there, please. I'm desperate. On the Patreon, what do we not get to, Alex? We're going to cover a lot of very fun stuff. We're going to cover Trump's new slush fund, which he started. It's a $1.776 billion slush fund, which is a nod to the day those terrorists started this horrible country.
The Harvard faculty.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about how Harvard is limiting the number of A's that they can give out. And I'm going to fucking cook on that subject because it's my bread and butter. And we also have Iran war updates. Iran skirmish. The Iran skirmish continues, but it's over and we won. The Iran war continues. It's over. We won, but it's not a war. It's a skirmish, and it's over, but it continues. And the Strait of Hormuz, and we're working on a peace deal. It's almost here, but it's not here. And the deal fell apart. And there is a ceasefire, but we just bombed a school. So we're going to cover all of that and a lot more. So guys, thank you for being a listener. Thank you, Alex, for being the best producer in the universe, maybe the multiverse. And guys, I thought this was a good one. So you're really, you mean a lot to me for listening, and we're going to keep this shit rolling. I have no sponsors, no ads, no nothing. I'm my own guy. All right. So I'm not going to get compromised. I'm not an Israeli asset. A lot of comedians these days are Israeli assets. Gotta be careful. A lot of comedians these days are actually compromised by Mossad. I am not. So, not yet. All right, guys, that's the show. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.